Good morning. It's been hot all over the country, actually. When you look at the map of the United States, there's almost no respite for anybody. So I realized that I needed to make a change in order to sleep a little bit better. So a couple of weekends ago, I bought a little air conditioner, and I was installing it in my room, and I realized that the battery on my drill was dead. So I went downstairs garage and checked on the spare battery that I usually keep in the charger, and lo and behold, the spare battery was dead too, as well as the charger. So, lesson learned, don't keep your batteries plugged in indefinitely. So that meant, great, I had a little bit of juice in the spare battery, but not enough to do the job. So I went to the store, and it was Father's Day weekend, and they were having a great deal on tools and battery packs, etc. So if you bought a battery and a charger, which is all I needed, you got a free tool as well. And there were 3 tools to choose from. There was a power sander, which I already had. There was a drywall nail gun, which I knew I would never need. And then there was this mystery tool. And I kept looking at this tool going, what the heck is that? You know, okay, well, I don't need those other 2. Maybe I don't need this one either. I was, well, you never know. So I asked someone. I asked one of the guys that worked there. I said, what is this tool? What does it do? And he goes, oh my gosh. He said, this is a tool that I use all the time, and I never thought I would. And so he said, he further explained it. It's one of these little handheld, it's kind of a handheld saw that can also cut wood and stone concrete. It's got a little blade that spins. Anyway, I got the mystery tool, all right? And it struck me that now I'll have to change the way I work when I saw and cut things, right? So I have my favorite tools that I go back to. I like to use a saw. I like to use a hacksaw when I need to. I've got a couple of tools that I use for special reasons, right? And now I have this other tool. So right now, that other tool is still in the box because I still reach for my favorite tools. But I've got this handy new thing that could probably do the job in less time with less effort. Lesson. What's the lesson here? Because we know that God uses everything to communicate with us. In my life, there are things that I need to accomplish. Do I only reach for the tools that I'm familiar with, the favorite ones that I have, the ones that my mind cuts an automatic path to, right? I'll use this and this and this, and it'll accomplish this. Or am I open to new tools? And not just a new tool, but needing to use things in a way, approach the project in a way that allows me to have a new tool. I just thought it was really interesting. Something worth considering. As you move into your post-pandemic life, you have experienced something that only the world during this period of time has. It's rare. We know that. You've gained tools. You've learned to adapt. We've made substitutes in our lives for things that we could no longer do or have easily during a pandemic. Do we use those opportunities and we use those experiences in new ways? So what new tools have you needed to develop to move forward in a post-pandemic life? How have you had to rework your brain, fire new neurons, so that you can approach life in a unique fashion, in a way that's been modified by the pandemic we've experienced? I think it's just a great reminder the tools that we are given are not necessarily meant to be lifelong tools. There are new ways of doing things, new ways of approaching life that might even make our lives easier. So what will you discover today? What new tools are sitting there just within hand's reach that might actually teach you, add quality to your life that doesn't already exist? Pay attention. There's a message here. God's busy at work talking.